Frontenac Mall. Here's where Food Basics is. It's the mall entrance there. Pushing your foot there early on it. There's a Canadian Hearing Services on this side, and the laundromat. That's about it. A lot of the stores have shut down in the mall. There's a correctional service office here. This part of the mall, there's a wall built here. You used to have access to the liquidation world back in the day. Put a wall here now, so what's back here? Oh, nothing. This over here. Office over here. This is what sometimes is referred to as the eye door. Here. So right here is where Factory Direct used to be. I used to love that store. It had all sorts of electronics, computers, accessories and stuff, and it's no longer around in Kingston. I miss that store. That was my favorite store in this mall. It's kind of sad that there's really not a store like that anymore. And over here there was a classic video game store, which sold like old classic video games. This is the one place that's open. It's called the Chit Chat Cafe. It's still functioning as a business. Here's the Hawk Shop, pawn store that's right in front of the mall.
Okay, thank you very much.
Here's where the washrooms are. I quite frequently come here and use the washrooms. Mall's kind of alive here. This is where Monster Gamers used to be. That was a great store. Just love the brick in this mall. The wood paneling, it looks very, I don't know, 1980s feel to it. And sadly, this hairdresser went out of business. They were here for years. Now, this is not an accessible door. So I'll just back it up here, back out the door. I'm pushing the old girl in her store. There we go. So we got the back parking lot here. There is the laundromat back here. All right, so we'll take this stroller out for a walk around the mall. This is kind of the outside of the mall. It shows you the parking lot. It's pretty empty. Now the potholes in this parking lot are things of legend. I mean, I think we've lost vehicles in these potholes here, especially the back part. It's just really awful, these potholes. I'll ride the stroller up to these potholes here. Now, since there's potholes, now they do use asphalt to make a speed bump. Now they wouldn't use this asphalt to fill in the potholes though. No. The entrance I remember when I first moved here to Kingston was this entrance here. This is where the Dollarama was inside the mall, and then they moved to a location in the mall, but their entry doors are actually outside the mall. But this was like, when I first moved here to Kingston, this is actually the way I always, because the parking would be easier to park here and just walk right in here to this door here. I'll put chapters in this video so that if you find it too long, you can skip to parts that you might want to see. I just thought I'd document this because they're gonna renovate this area. and be interesting to see how things are transpired and have this for posterity to remember how it was like in 2022. Just going over here to get a wider shot of the mall. So this is more of the back end of the mall. This is where the Food Basics grocery store is. So these are the loading docks. Maybe some people don't think loading docks are very important, but I worked as a truck driver, and so loading docks, you know, place of business is the most important thing about it is if you can get in it with a truck. There's a satellite dish like mine. This is not the mall, this is like the place next to the mall. It has a QSat satellite dish. There's like an alley here. Probably pointed at Galaxy 19 for the Galaxy 19 channels. Some grocery carts all the way out here. Just gonna move over here. So here's a lot. I'm just gonna turn around here. The potholes are not as bad. Here, I'll line up for the Food Basics here. So this is the Food Basics. This is probably the most commonly place that people would go to at this location. I'm gonna run in and get some eggs because I forgot to get eggs when I did go grocery shopping today. Yeah, this week. But I'm just gonna move over and we'll get a wider shot of the mall. Whoop. Big crack in the parking lot. One thing to talk about is the Kingston roads. This city is built on limestone and clay. The ground, if you could look at this parking lot here, you notice that it's not very flat. It's kind of a, I don't know, a surface of the moon, cratery, I don't know, it's just bumpy. Like, it's not like a flat surface. It's kind of, there's humps and welts, I guess, in the parking lot. And best way to see that is come to this parking lot here and you'll see how it's kind of not flat. It's kind of a hilly parking lot. So yeah, there's Harvey's. Harvey's is over there, and they had their milkshake deals. There's a Swiss Chalet back there, and I don't know if I pronounce it right. The Japanese restaurant where they cook the food right in front of you, like in Police Academy 2. That place is great. Shows my age when I reference the movie Police Academy 2. So here's the shot of the mall here. Not a very easy shot, sorry about that. I'm on a stroller here, holding the camera. So I'm gonna walk over here. This is the outside of the mall. So it kind of reaches to about here, the inside part. And then there's these box stores that are kind of, that were added on and not actually part of the mall. So there's an antique shop here. And the antique shop was like kind of back in the back part of the mall. And they have like old model trains and things like that in there. Lots of old toys. If you're a baby boomer or a Gen X and you're getting old and you want to relive your childhood, you can get the toys from your childhood. I'm not a boomer, but I'm a Gen Xer. But I've always been that way. I've collected Atari and old video game stuff, things like that. So here's the Mandarin restaurant. Chinese all-you-can-eat buffet. It's kind of expensive. I only eaten here once. Actually, no, I got their takeout once. I tried their takeout once. But my favorite here in Kingston is Wong's on Weller Avenue. Best Chinese food in Kingston. Pan the camera over here. So there's the Swiss Chalet. Yeah, let's tilt that up. There's a car. So there's a Swiss Chalet. And then there's a Sakura restaurant. If I'm saying that correctly. The parking lot is packed. And that's because of the Value Village. Everyone loves to shop at the Value Village. see the signage too well for a Boys and Girls Club, but there's a Boys and Girls Club and the early on and all that kind of stuff that they have here. So this place is really busy. Here's the value of books.
Can I have two to the loan bay? Two to the loan bay?
Christmas projector thing. Lots of these DVD players. Yeah, you put portable DVD players. Keyboards. Smith Carolina right spell check. Where is it? TV antenna. VCRs. I have a lot of people ask me, how can I get a VCR? Value Village. $19 for a VCR. A little pricey. VCRs, you should be paying them maybe. And that's always a classic sound to hear. Some audio cassette storage decks. This speed bump is the speed bump of doom. See that? Oh god. Yeah, that speed bump is awful. I think this truck will bump out. Oh look, it already has a dent from it earlier.
Little cutie.
Yeah, thank you. Now, there's several potholes that they could take that asphalt and fill in this parking lot. I know I've said that a few times, but I always say that. So, this is where it's really windy. I guess, just the way the building is, I guess. There is always windy in this. Like, I always have to walk down here when I have a hat and hold on to my hat. I'm glad this camera has image stabilization. So I gotta walk this way already. I'm gonna just take a cut here. It's a weird way to go in. Here's some eggs. 12 extra large eggs. Medium eggs. Select these. Get these eggs. Here in the stroller. Nutella, yeah.
I can see who's the boss.
She's the boss, yeah. Oh,
You
yeah.
got that right.
Redhead boss, yeah. So some Canadian honey. Get that tried. It's $9.99 for the other stuff's $12 for 1 liter. Oh, it's